We're here. Hey guys, it is day 3/4 for us. We had the day beforehand.
Yeah, I've been here since Monday.
You've been here since Monday. It is a beautiful day. Here's the deal, guys. The NAMM show this year, 24, has been the loudest show I have ever been to. And I know you guys are watching the live streams and been kind of like, man, it's just, I can't hear anything. And I get it. But you should imagine us being here. We have mics that are very, very tight patterned, and we're keeping it as much noise free as possible, but that's how loud it's been. That said, this live is going to be probably the best one that we have done. It's going to be best for multiple reasons, but because of the fact that we have a room here right now, and it's very quiet. And again, I want to welcome you guys here. Trent is here again. Hashtag Mullet Boy Wonder. Hashtag NAMM it. He put it on his badge. You saw that, right? His badge actually says,
"Oh my God,
Mullet
that's
Boy
great."
Wonder. Anyway,
party in the back.
That's right.
Yeah.
But we are glad to be here. Janelle is, again, watching the comments. If you guys have any questions or comments, we're going to be at the Breedlove and Bedell booth right now. This is a quiet, beautiful space, and there's some really great guitars. And today, I'm here with the Grim Reaper himself, Jerry.
The Green Reaper. I prefer the Green Reaper.
Because you are a green fan. No, it's the Grim Reaper. And I'm glad to have Jerry with us. We're going to be talking about some Bedell guitars. I'm just kidding. This is one of my best friends in the entire world. Actually, him and Tom are truly two of my favorite friends that I've got. So.
We love you guys too. And let me apologize first for my voice. After 3 days of nonstop talk, you can call me Jerry White. So.
It's an official line now.
You know it's true. Yeah, so.
Anyway, if you guys have any questions or comments, make sure to put them in the comment section. Tell us where you're watching from. Tell us what you'd like to see. But Jerry, what's happening at? We're standing in the Bedell section.
We are
of the
indeed
booth right now. And for those that don't know, there is a parent company that owns both of Breedlove and Bedell, and it's Tom Bedell's company. So that makes perfect sense for that to happen.
You got that figured out?
I did. It actually took me a couple years.
So I'm just going to give you some highlights here. What we start out with is the 64s, which are our Adirondack mahogany back and sides. This is a beautiful little OM. It also comes in a parlor size and a dread. And
we have actually a custom shop built exclusively for us
of the
64 right now. But these are the standard models, but the 64 version that we have adds Evo fret wire, 1 3/4 nut width. Also changed the Pearl logo on this one and something else I can't remember. Oh, the vintage toner as well.
Right.
So it's a light toner. But these are the standard models. They're great guitars. Standard comes as an 11/16. You can still order a standard model as a 3/4. In fact,
correct.
All throughout the Bedell line. Sorry, excuse me.
You have the option.
You have the option of doing that. But as a standard, it is an 11/16.
Correct. But you have the option to get it. Mm-hmm. You can also do it in sunburst as well.
Yeah, and it's a really cool burst. We do have, I believe, one of those. Maybe not right now. But I keep that usually in stock. I love it. It's like an edge burst. It's just a shading, slight shading on the edges.
It's
very attractive.
Sort of like this.
Yeah.
Reminiscent of this piece, which we'll get to in a minute.
But a lighter, almost yellow.
Lighter,
color.
yeah.
It's beautiful.
It's not exactly like that.
Yep.
But the coffee house parlor and dread, this also comes in an OM. This is our Indian rosewood Adirondack top. This is I should do this first. This past year, we converted all of our dreads to a square shoulder. And we like to call that the John Chapman effect.
I believe that. I believe every booth that I've been to has had that same deal, the John Chapman effect.
Yeah.
Except you seem to be a little bit nicer about it than what everybody else does.
Well, I'm on camera.
I've met other people that I go in and talk to them, and they're like, the John Chapman effect. They're not
just a minute. Tom Bedell has entered the building.
Just a minute.
Just one.
John has 5 children.
Yes, I do.
If he treats his children the way he treats me, those poor kids, I wonder how they're doing.
That's the only way I can keep them behaved.
He pestered me about that square shoulder dreadnought. And then I go down to do a clinic. And while I'm there, he sells 4 square shoulder dreadnoughts that we had never made, didn't have the tooling for.
Oh, we didn't even have the mold. We didn't have the jigs, anything.
And he gave me the ultimatum. You could either have the order and build a square shoulder or not. It's up to you.
I'm a mean person. I hate myself now.
But let me tell you what, the square shoulder is a big improvement. The whole market appreciates it, and our sales have just gone like that.
Well, that's awesome.
I would like
Glad
to
to
say
hear that.
thank you.
Oh, no, thank you.
Yeah.
You know what?
Now he's not going to be able to get that big head through the door.
I'm glad Tom is here to join us. Tom has become, like I said, an amazing friend. We went out to dinner last night. We teased him. We told the wait staff that it was his birthday, and we thought we were just going to make a joke about it and go, hey, it's his birthday. And then we find out it was his birthday 2 days ago. So, ladies and gentlemen, Tom Bedell, happy birthday to Tom. And glad to have him here. He has been a whole bunch of fun to hang out with and has inspired us to do a lot of new things, including our Shoppe Sustainable program.
Yep.
That was, again, pushed through in effect by him. But he's been extremely graceful with helping us out with a lot of great guitars. You were talking about the coffee house. Love the coffee house. Again, we've got a special edition of that guitar that only as it comes to the acoustic shop.
That's true.
And we are very happy to. I've got that one in the shop right now, crazy figured Indian rosewood that I call the monster because it looks like there's a monster coming out of that guitar.
Oh, isn't that fun with those patterns?
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah.
It was a great guitar. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, we displayed that backwards at IBMA.
Yeah.
You don't need to see the front of this.
It's crazy.
So moving along, the Bahia has become such a strong staple for us. You ready for this? Look at that Brazilian.
Gorgeous.
So this is a standard production model in Brazilian rosewood, back and sides, koa binding, Adirondack top. Here, John.
I can
Hit a big boy chord.
A big boy chord. Hey, this is the first live that we have done where you're going to be able to hear a guitar today, so that's kind of exciting. Great guitars. And again, you know what's amazing about this? A Brazilian rosewood guitar, these come in, what, at $69?
$69.90.
Yeah, that's what I thought. You guys, and it is certified, CITES paperwork.
Correct.
Have all that paperwork inside there. In fact, we had to learn how to package that envelope better when we ship it because we made that mistake once. We fixed it.
Kind of like your badge on the back of the guitar.
We fixed it. We handled that. But you have all the paperwork, so you can take that anywhere in the entire world. It is, the real stuff. This is not just some black market style Brazilian rosewood.
Yeah, so everything we do is either sustainably harvested, FSC certified, no clear-cut woods in anything we do.
Mm-hmm. And a price point, again, Brazilian rosewood, Adirondack spruce top at $6,900. That's really crazy.
Yeah, we're fortunate enough to have the largest collection of legally sourced Brazilian rosewood in the entire industry.
Very, very nice stuff.
Yeah. This the Bahia also comes in a parlor and an OM, and it's kind of where I live on this guitar these days.
Are you an OM guy?
Well, I never was. I was always a 12 fret parlor and a dread guy, and for the last year, that's the guitar I keep moving to. For whatever reason, I just love it. I mentioned earlier this finish. This is the Revolution. And slightly left turn on this guitar. We've got the Adirondack top, of course, but then we also use beautiful cocobolo in the back of this. Cocobolo typically is not a great tone wood because it's so heavy, but with our process of sound optimization, where we build to a frequency,
multiple frequencies too, right?
Yeah, got 41 different data points at 4 different sections of the build.
You're doing a back frequency, a front frequency, and then an overall one that you'll see in your card, which is I think is. You can tell it's early in the morning. Nobody got to the tuning yet. They did polish them up, and I'm going to put my fingerprints all over all of them. Yes, Janelle.
Coming in. Oop, am I on? Should be on. Okay. If we something in your NAMM live stream of one of your dealers, can we order it?
Yes, absolutely. If it's something that's available there, yes. We have a lot of the new products already built into our system. If we don't, give us a call or send us an email, 417-720-1223, and we can always set you up with a lot of that But if you have a particular one, let us know what it is. I mean, it sounds fabulous.
Isn't that amazing?
I think right now I have in stock a Revolution Parlor, and I think an OM right now. Might have a Dread. I don't know. We got a lot of Cocobolo in all at once, which they're just fabulous. And you're right. It's a tough guitar to make sound great. They look gorgeous. Everybody loves the look of Cocobolo. It's just, you know, such nice, but they tend to be a little bit tight, a little bit just kind of soft. And
It's very difficult to work with and get a great tone out of it, but we've accomplished that.
yeah, absolutely. And again, Adirondack spruce top. Here's one of the details that I personally love and has been showing up on a lot of the Bedell guitars is this fade in, this matte finish. So you have like this bursted fade in and out of a color, but it's not a dark color. It's just a very subtle, you know, a bursting slash fade. I
Just
don't
a
know what to
nice
call
little,
it.
just a nice little touch.
I love it. I
And
really
at
do.
$54.90, this
Yeah.
guitar is a steal. All right, let's talk
I'm gonna
about
go ahead and take this
something.
badge off before I go ahead.
Let's talk about something really cool that before we get into the firesides.
Another one of those John beat up Bedell.
Backed by popular demand because of this guy once again is the Bellissima, slightly redesigned with some new aesthetics. Just a beautiful piece of Brazilian on the back.
No, that's figure. Is this Brazilian or figured
Oh wait,
Indian?
no, I'm sorry. This is
Figured
I was
Indian.
looking at that and then wait, that's not Brazilian. That's figured Indian. But also the red cedar top.
Yep.
And just a
So I love this guitar a lot. Always had beautiful figured Indian rosewood. I like figured Indian rosewood anyway because it's beautiful. But the match with the cedar top has been a really cool, especially to me in this parlor size, which is what the Bellissima, you know, was all about. But what I really do love is Angela came up with this new inlay at the 12th fret.
it's just beautiful. Look at that.
And it's subtle, it's beautiful. I love guitars that just speak of the woods and then the inlays kind of just become a little bit of a decoration. You know, me personally, I'm not a person who just like, man, show me all the bling, show me all this decoration, and then I can get into the rest of the woods. I want to see what the woods are, let it speak to me, and then just give it a little bit.
We have someone on the live saying that Cocobolo is very oily and hard to glue up too.
It is extremely
Yes, it is.
oily.
And
Every luthier I know
I'm
hates
allergic
working with
to
it.
And I'm allergic to it as well. If I touch the raw wood, I break out. Yeah, so it's not a fun wood to work with.
Every luthier I've ever talked to just talks about how it just gums up all of their stuff when they work with their sanders. They just got this gummy, gooey sawdust that kind of comes out of that stuff. It's just not fun to work with.
Absolutely.
But it turns out great.
So that guitar, we hit a great price point on it, $49.90, and this guitar is coming directly to these guys.
Yep. We put in an order for this and push, and it was a push too because they weren't sure if they were going to be able to source the right stuff to get that back in. It was a special guitar that they had built, and I loved it so much, and I had a lot of customers that loved it so much, and we were just like, we got to make that happen again. Jerry was super kind. Of course, he went then Tom. Tom said no. I said, Jerry, come on, talk Tom into doing this, and Tom finally gave in.
Actually, on the
Just a
Bellissima.
second.
Wait
Just
a
a
minute.
second.
I'm not giving Tom credit on this one.
Just a second.
I harangued our product manager, Angela Christensen, for months on this guitar.
I apologize. These guys have no idea what they're talking about.
There's a vote of confidence for me.
Let me explain what's going on here. If you take a rosewood tree and it grows in the wild, as it grows, it puts more and more and more pressure. Well, all this comes from India. And in India, what they would do is they would cut off the tree about that high and leave the stump. Well, that's where you get the figure. The rest of the tree is growing up straight. So with all that pressure, this is denser East Indian rosewood than a typical piece of East Indian rosewood. And not only is it beautiful, but with that density, that's why we make this sound the way we do. So it's not just like a pretty picture.
No.
It's a incredible find.
And this combination is a great guitar. I'm glad it's back again.
So I flew over to India. I went to the auction It's all sustainably sourced. It's all controlled by the government. And there was some logs there that had actually, it's not stumpwood, but it's right there at the bottom of the tree. And you put in a bid. What happens is all the people that are interested in a particular log have to put in a bid. And it's a closed bid. You never know what other people bid. And I said to our mill over there, buy that log. And that's what we ended up with.
Very nice.
See,
So-
now you know all the details of it.
Yeah.
So now Tom has basically told us both were wrong. And
Yeah, and I'm going to go ahead and let Tom take over it all. it's my nap time anyway.
Okay, Grandpa.
Yeah. Pop-Pop's getting a little tired here, so
I'm sorry.
that's all right.
I love it.
So every year we do, for the last 3 years, we've done a limited run of parlors.
Yep.
We call the fireside parlors. They all are special, unique pieces. We do anywhere between 6 to 12 of these models. And this one is at $89.90.
I have one of this
Beautiful. Yeah, you
guitar
have this
in stock
yeah,
right now. It is my favorite guitar. If I could afford a parlor, I don't own a parlor guitar, so if someone wants to gift me one, the one in my shop would be the one I'd keep. And but I don't own
If
one.
I'm going to give anybody a parlor, it'll be you. So.
Yeah, I'll bet you are.
But Brazilian back and sides,
I was talking about the fans out there.
just a beautiful Adirondack top. And
This
look-
is my favorite design that I've seen so far
Yeah.
from this. And you guys can speak to this. It's a yellowed pearl in here. This pearl work on this corner with the Evo frets, I love how they pocketed the frets and gave the scallop to it and matched that up there in there. I love the design of this. The spalted maple in the purfling is just gorgeous. Brazilian rosewood back and sides, Adirondack top. This is my favorite parlor that we've ever had in the shop for me. I do love the Bellissima, but I really do love this guitar.
What's not to love about this
I know,
guitar,
it's
you know?
just beautiful.
That's the thing.
It is just beautiful all the way around.
And this one is from late last year. This is the Fireside Buckskin Redwood. And buckskin redwood is basically old growth redwood. This one was actually buried, so you have got a lot of mineralization in it. Makes for a beautiful top. Also,
Absolutely.
that mineralization actually helps improve the sound too. Beautiful cocobolo back and sides.
We just had one of these. I think it sold about 3 weeks ago, and it didn't last but 2 or 3 weeks either. Again, fine details in some of this. I know we love to talk about the sound, and they do sound great. You know, you're playing it; it sounds great. But I love this detail here.
Oh,
by
yeah.
the way, very. I don't know. It's like a sprout of some sort of new growth deal. But I want to show this detail, which we found when we were installing a pickup in the guitar we just had. Look at that. Brings that same exact inlay back in.
So you guys used an oversized
gorgeous.
washer on there and covered that up, I'm sure.
No, I hope not. Not at all.
So, and by by the way,
Doors
that
are
is
officially open. You guys can come on in. It'll be fine. You're not
that
going
is
to hurt anything.
$79.90. And my favorite for the year is this beautiful little red cedar.
Incredible
Wait.
guitar.
Okay,
Are you gonna want?
here's a surprise for everybody.
Turn your mic off.
Look at this piece of Brazilian. This is incredible. Now I came into this and both Tom and Jerry both. I love when I say Tom and Jerry. By the way,
Will you begin with a grin when you first tune us in? We're the Tom and Jerry show. Yeah.
they showed me this guitar and said, "Take a look at this." And then, on top of that, then they both said, "Hey, by the way, this one's for you."
And right in tune as usual.
Yeah, always.
It's a NAMM show.
What a beautiful guitar.
And
It
this
sounds
particular
great.
piece is going directly to these guys. So this will be in their store sometime next week after that.
That'll be great.
We'll take it back and make sure that there's no
Yeah.
bad scratches on it.
We'll clean it up. It'll look all right all the way through. Brought back a little bit of this. Oh, you're going into this. This is a great one too.
I'm going to this first.
Yeah.
We redesigned the Classic Folk last year. It used to have a hand rub finish, basically a natural finish with no gloss to it. It was kind of a plain Jane guitar. It was great, but we redesigned it, gave it a beautiful edge burst finish,
Again, the white
solid
purfling.
mahogany. Yeah, Got the nice little outline on the fretboard to give it a nice little touch there.
I'm a big fan of
this
purfling
guitar
in fretboards.
at $34.90. And remind me next year before I do this to tune the guitar before we do the.
We gotta go all the way through.
So that also comes in a dread. Does
Yes.
not come in an OM. That's one of the few production guitars we do that only comes in those two models. So something else we brought back this year is the Spotlight Limited dread, cutaway dreads. This is the only cutaway dread that we do. And I'm showing 4, but there's only 3 that we're doing. Adirondack, Brazilian. How's it sound, John?
I don't know. I honestly haven't played
Anthem
this one
pickup
yet.
included?
Yep, all the way comes with the Anthem. Sounds great.
Isn't that amazing?
Very,
Got a
very
little-
nice.
Got a little sapwood here on the side just to give it a little color.
Yeah.
Just a beautiful piece.
And then you came out with the Brazilian version of it, and then
And we also have a figured Indian rosewood. This piece is gorgeous. Ready for this?
Yep, very beautiful.
Not quite the monster.
Not quite the monster, but it's still a very
More like a waterfall. That's just
Yes.
gorgeous. And the guitar just sounds wonderful too. Here.
I saw you. Did you see the Grim Reaper?
No,
in
that's
there?
me. I'm the Grim Reaper.
Yeah. Well, Jerry. Now he changed out of this year, put the oval buttons on them because I think the first batch were not oval buttons, if I remember right.
You know, honestly, I don't remember. Because it's been a few years since we did it.
Close. I almost got it in tune. Very nice. Waverly tuners on all these guitars, by the way. Cutaway. The spotlights all come with a Anthem LR Bags Anthem also in there. This looks gorgeous. I just see
And
the
it
size.
comes also in Koa.
That's a beautiful piece of Koa.
Yeah.
Another cool guitar. Very, very nice.
Isn't that great?
It is.
Yeah. I love that. So we made sure these were all in tune for John. They're all tuned to R. Yeah. All right, so this is an incredibly special piece, and we don't have much of this wood left. This is a New Zealand wood. It's ancient kauri. This wood was buried. It's 50,000 years old. Yes, before the pyramids.
Before the Grim Reaper.
Yeah.
Before even Jerry.
King Tut wasn't even thought of. Here, try that.
It was even before the Green Reaper.
So this wood is extremely limited. New Zealand about a year ago restricted the exportation of this wood. So what we have is all we'll ever get. Really nice.
Very, very cool.
This would make a great recording guitar.
It would.
I love that tone.
Then we got one more special one.
Next to the last piece. There's 2 special ones. This is the next to the last one I'm going to show you. This is not a production guitar. This is one I built from suggestions from John again.
People are going to think I run this place.
Well, you run it. You run it into the ground.
Into the ground.
Yeah.
That's exactly right.
So this OM with an Adirondack top, killer Cocobolo back.
Yes, it is. This was my favorite series. In fact, it wasn't actually a guitar that was built in the original Spotlight series. It
was not.
But we custom built 2 of them as that, and it really was an amazing guitar.
One more feature.
Look
Have
at
a
this
heart.
You got it?
Did you get it?
Uh-oh. We're going to get the focus on this because you got to see this right here. This particular piece has the heart. This one is another guitar that is specifically coming to the acoustic shop because we built this one out. Very, very nice guitar. I'm very excited to have that one in here as well.
And yes, I did have that built for you.
Yes, I appreciate that. We actually jumped into it. Jason wants to.
Oh, that's why I was getting ready to head over there.
Yep, we're running short on time a little bit here. This one has a lot of drool from John already. This is what they call. Are you calling it a
Ancient Sitka?
Well, I was talking about the series. What do you
it's
call
a fireside.
A showstopper.
Showstopper fireside. Yeah,
Exactly.
So this is Ancient Sitka. This wood is carbon dated at 2,850 years old.
Has this very intricate inlay that is put in here on this.
Methuselah and I chopped it down together. So
You have a question about which?
About the old woods, wouldn't they be petrified? How's it possible that they're in guitars?
Not if they have too much mineral content, they can get to where they get petrified, but not all woods will do that.
Right. Well, this was also buried for a long time too. So here's the funny thing about this wood too. When you cut into this ancient Sitka, when they cut into these logs, the wood is white like Sitka ordinarily is, but because of the mineralization, everything that's gone on with it, it automatically turns dark like this. You can watch it actually fade from light to dark.
I'm going to talk about to Angela about that. She was there one time when they opened one of these up, and she said you could actually watch the color change right before her eyes to this gray, dark gray color, which is great. Again,
So now the finish on this is a natural finish, and
in the center.
In the center, we did put a fade on it. It did not grow with that natural fade with that. Just let you know. So.
And then this one has the Milagro Brazilian rosewood, which is their top level Brazilian rosewood at
Old
Bedell.
growth Brazilian.
Look at this. It is just absolutely stunning. Again, great
Nice
details.
little finish here.
I love, again, this has that gloss finish heel, gloss finish headstock with a satin in the middle. I love this about this guitar. That it was the same on that other
So
guitar.
show the heel.
I'll show it the right side up. Look at that. Sides are gorgeous on this. Brazilian rosewood, pyramid bridge. I cannot guarantee this is going to make its way to the shop.
This
but
is one of a kind.
they're only making one, and there's a lottery with, I heard, 11 dealers now.
12.
Oh, did you see the pearl abalone style buttons on this guitar as well? Just fantastic guitar. And again, we're talking to Tom about this. The Ancient Sitka is tough to get a great tone out of it, but again, with the sound optimization, they were able to get some really amazing tone out of this. Almost got it.
You're in the neighborhood. Boy, that's
Beautiful
pretty.
guitar.
That is so
very,
pretty.
very cool. I'm gonna put it back to standard tuning, and Jason can hang it back up again. So we're starting to run a little bit short on time. So I do want to cover a couple things in the Breedlove line that is really cool.
All right, let's head over here real quick and do the showstopper.
All right.
Breedlove. So this is also being done via lottery. We'll probably do a couple more of these down the road, but for right now, this is a one of a kind. This is a concert with the highest grade myrtle wood that you can find. Beautiful cocobolo back and sides. Oven coal fretboard with our old style wing bridge in oven coal as well.
I love this
Yeah.
right here. This was something that Breedlove was using for a while. Is these cut brass inlays right here, and I remember talking to Tom about this. This is in a tube stock that is built and that they slice to be able to get this beautiful mosaic wing, and it has to be built in this form. Absolutely stunning to be done, and it's a hard thing to get done. If you really get into the details of that, very, very beautiful. They're doing some great things here. So,
You're in the lottery for this as well.
all right, there you go. I will say this real quick. I love the relationship we have with Breedlove and Bedell. Both Tom and Jerry have been extremely awesome to us, and John Kluner has also been. Angela, the entire crew.
I was going to say the entire family.
Yeah, it really is a tight knit family. We had more guitars to kind of go over, but we are running tight. We got a seminar coming up.
Let me do real quick just the limited runs for the year, and then I want to show you the limited runs and the one of the small bodies that we're doing.
That'll work.
So let's move real quick here. Tom, you want to talk real quick, briefly about the TB Orange?
I'll get some for me, it's just meeting me exterior. Yeah, things you think about. So yeah.
I'll tell you what, I'll get
This guitar is a very, very cool guitar. I've actually got one of these in the shop right now. Yeah, he's going to turn on his button right now. Jason's getting you all set up. Again, This is Tom Bedell. For those of you that don't know, owner of the company and also an active participant in the company. I do love this fact, and I want to bring this out real quick. There's not a lot of guitar owners. I mean, there are some, but Tom, you've been extremely involved in all processes of this. You go out and find and source woods. You're a part of the team to go out and voice and look at things in the shop. We were talking last night and getting involved in the packaging and how things are being done. I really do admire that about you. I think it's great. And then you come up with your own pieces and models that are specific to you, and that's what this guitar is right here, right?
Oh, this was a fun one. So, I don't know why. I've always wanted a beautiful orange guitar, right? And my team made one, and it looked like a pumpkin. It was just ugly. And everybody in my shop looked at it and they said, that won't sell. And I looked at it and I said, that's not even what I want. I said, I want a guitar that basically is a blues guitar, a 12 fret, with the old magnetic pickup. When I was growing up, we didn't have piezo's. So there was that sound, that kind of magnetic sound that really projects, and of course the strings are right there, right? And so you can strum up here and get the higher pitch, but you can go across there and just boom that baby.
Sure.
And so one day, I'm sitting there thinking, I own this company. If I want an orange guitar, I can have an orange guitar.
I love that was like an epiphany. One day it's like, it just hit me. I own this company.
Yeah, I don't need people to tell me I can't do it. So I met with, we've got the greatest Finnish staff, and Jade, who's the head of the Finnish department, is just an absolute musician. So I said, I went through and I got pictures of different orange things, not necessarily guitars, and I said,
they're next to Mike.
That's what I have in my head. And he made this color, and then Angela, our product manager, completely decked out an orange guitar, which I have at home in my collection. But as I showed it to people, they said, I'd like one of those. And so we decided to bring it out in our lineup. It's got a wonderful spalted maple rosette, spalted maple perf line. Of course, we put the maple up the side of the fretboard. It's got the slotted headstock. And would you do me the honor of playing a little blues for us?
I could try to. Is that what you want to try to do?
Yeah.
All right.
It'd be fun to plug it in, but let's just do it this way.
I'm not the best of blues players, so
Okay.
I'm gonna do what I can. I'll get out some like this. That's as close I got to blues.
No, that's fine. So we call
I'm
this
too happy.
We call this the Blues Orange Concertina, and it's the only guitar in the Breedlove lineup that has my initials on it. Because of course the Bedell guitars are my namesake. But I'm really proud of what the team did with this guitar.
Very, very cool.
And we've had a great response to this here at the show. Been really fun.
Yep. We have one of those, by the way, in stock right now, and you can pick that up also, by the way. Give the shop a call. They should be in there right now doing something. I hope they're doing something. 417-720-1223. Definitely check that out, and that's a great guitar. So, yeah. Thank you, Tom. Thank you so much. Appreciate
Okay,
it.
I know we're running short. I'm going to rush through these.
Okay.
Every year we do a quarterly limited on Breedlove. This is the first quarter. This is the Sahara concert. Just an absolute cannon of a guitar. Myrtle, back, sides, and top. Got that beautiful Sahara gradient finish.
That's a new color. I've not seen that one before.
That's because it's the first quarter of the limiteds.
There you go.
You don't even have this on order. The Anthem pickup, which is my choice.
Sure.
I have it in all my guitars. Second quarter, commemorating Earth Day. And again, I'm moving fast. Is the Lagoon finish.
That's beautiful.
This is the cure for the brown wall. Yeah.
That's beautiful.
My particular favorite will be the third quarter, and we're starting to do a lot of U.S. pieces now that are the thin line guitars. These are 3.5-inch thick bodies. Still a booming guitar, with the Anthem pickup and the new hot rod finish. Highly figured myrtle backsides and top. And the fourth and final quarter will be the sable. When you see this live, the amount of colors that come out of it, hints of green, gray, it's just a gorgeous guitar. And like I said, these will all be coming out quarterly, starting with this one. This is available to ship now.
Okay.
Second quarter, third quarter, and this will ship in October, November-ish.
Gotcha. Beautiful guitars. And I know, like I said, I apologize for being rushed. We had some technical difficulties in the front end. The only reason we're kind of pushing out of here is because me and Jeremy actually, and Jason, sorry, all three of us are about to do a seminar. All right, go ahead and grab it. We're going to be doing a seminar here very shortly on at YouTube and how to use that for business, and they've asked us to do that. Well, are we going to be doing a live stream on that? No? No? Okay, good. We'll catch some stuff from it, but yeah. Oh, there you go. Yeah, how to live stream without any technical difficulties. It's just been one of those days.
I'll give it back to you after the video.
I want to thank everybody who has been joining us here all week long here at the NAMM show. It has been a whole bunch of fun, and there's so much more to come. So this is cool. This is the companion series, which we have a couple of these in stock as well.
Right. This is our smaller body, kind of like a shorter scale style, for lack of a better term. But just a gorgeous piece of Brazilian on the back. We're only doing a handful of these, though we do have a lot of them in other, like in the Premier and the Oregon, in the smaller body.
Right now we have the Sitka spruce one in stock, as well as the all myrtle one.
Listen to that little guitar.
Lots of power. Very, very cool guitars.
Yeah.
The companion is something that we want to do a video on sometime very soon, because I do think it hits some people as like the ultimate comfort guitar. It really is that comfortable to play. It's small, yet it's got a lot of power and a lot of volume to it. The one we have in the stock right now, the Spruce Rosewood, is a fantastic guitar.
Yeah.
Really think people ought to give those a chance because they're just super comfortable, easy to play guitars.
Definitely. So we're doing several of these. We've got a limited run we're doing in Koa, a couple different models in Brazilian, but typically they're going to be all myrtle or Sitka Indian rosewood back and sides. So
that's it. ladies and gentlemen, the Grim Reaper himself, the Green Reaper. I'm so glad to have him with
Why
us.
do you call me the Green Reaper?
Well,
I got
I just
that.
no.
I have that thing
It
for
was
green
today's.
guitars?
It was today's word of the stream. I had
Oh,
to
is
use.
that it? Okay.
I told him it was going to be an easy one to bring in there.
Got it.
I had the perfect partner to make that happen. Anyway, I'm so glad to have this whole team in here. Like I said, all of the folks at Two Old Hippies have been just awesome to us.
I love you, buddy.
And yeah, absolutely. Jerry is one of my best friends in the entire world, as well as Tom. And I just so much love working with these folks and having a great time. I hope you guys have a great time with it. Stick around. There's going to be tons more going on. Hit that like and subscribe button because we will be back all day long today. It is our last day here in NAMM. Lots of cool stuff happening. So we will see you on the next stream.